Hello guys, welcome to our sports radio channel. You're watching. You're watching Ohio State versus Rival. The match will begin very soon. Kindly subscribe and hit on for watching any program of the review for you. The number one ranked Ohio State Buckeyes will host the Ohio Bobcats in a prime-time victory matchup, with Ohio looking to test one of the nation's top programs while the Buckeyes aim to continue their dominant start. Game details are visible 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Ohio Stadium is the location. Intermediate game anticipated to be dominant wins over Texas and Grambling State, Ohio State. And then offense led by quarterback Julian Sahin, who threw for 306 yards. Julian Sahin. Who threw for 306 yards and 4 touchdowns. Last two receivers Jeremiah Smith and Connected are key targets, supported by a strong running game featuring C.J. Donaldson, James Pickles, and freshman Bo Jackson, who impressed with 108 yards on 9 carries. Defense among the nation's elite ranked first in red zone defense, second in scoring defense, and 12 in points allowed. NFL caliber talent across the roster makes it extremely difficult for opponents to produce big plays. Ohio Bobcats current record 2-1 with notable performance including competitive loss to Rutgers and a win over West Virginia, showing their potential. Key player, senior quarterback Parker Navarro, is a dual threat talent. Efficient in both passing, around 70% completion rate in early games, and rushing. He recorded 1,000 rushing yards with 18 touchdowns last season, and this versatility challenges Ohio State defenses to prepare for multiple looks. Defense is strong on third downs, holding opponents to a 13 conversion rate, which ranks fourth in the FBS. Historical context, if you want to see, despite geographical proximity, Ohio State has dominated the series historically, winning 6 of the 7 matches. Ohio has struggled in fast classes, outscored 204.37. So if we're talking about the match, Georgia 35, whereas Pittsburgh 17, West Virginia 14. So key matchup for this game was State offense versus Ohio defense. Sahin's passing abilities against the Bobcats' disciplined third down defense. Navarro versus Ohio State defense. Ohio's quarterback will need to clarify the efficiency use his experience to exploit any opening in Buckeyes' elite defense. Running games, Ohio State's strong offensive line and versatile running back versus Ohio's defense front. Ohio's success will hinge on avoiding turnovers and penalties. This is a rivalry. Why was Ohio State? Add the commentary, so you need to go anywhere. Ohio University. Key moments on the Notre movements occurred in 2010, known as Rufus versus Buckeyes mascot fight. During pregame antics, Rufus, Ohio University's mascot, physically attacked Brutus, Ohio State's mascot, in full view of fans, resulting in national attention and administrative action. This incident epitomized the tension and bad blood underlying the rivalry behind the football field. On the Reading games have historically favored Ohio State, but Ohio University has had moments of near upsets, notably in 2008 when they led 14-12 into the fourth quarter against the Buckeyes. Despite injuries to key players, such contest reinforced the rivalry intensity even in the face of competitive values. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I like the comedy, so you can subscribe and thank you so much for watching.
What's up, guys? Y Street 37 YO 9. Yeah, it's Notre 4041 Texas A&M. YO State scored 24 unanswered point in the second half to pull away visiting YO on Saturday night 37-9. The Buckeyes are now 33-0 on the season and will have to bye week next week before opening Big Ten play at Washington on September 27. Sophomore wide receiver Jeremiah Smith tied a career high with 9 receptions for 153 yards and a touchdown. He also ran for a score. He connected with 8 different receivers as Colonel Tate joined Smith with his second 100-yard receiving game of his career. Tate finished with 101 yards on 5 catches, including a 49-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter. On the ground, freshman Bo Jackson topped 100 yards on less than 10 carries for the second consecutive game. He finished with 109 yards on the 9 carries with a long of 64, the Buckeyes and 572 yards of the total offense, and were not forced to pull all night, the first time that happened in a game since 2021. Oh, the microphone is not listing here. Trying to check this. Hello, 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 hello. I'm really sorry for the background noise. Hello, 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 hello. Microphone on. Just got the kite mic. Yeah, I think this is fine for now. Properties, decor, material. Yeah, now it's quite very good. Oh, okay. So first quarter number one Ohio State 3, Ohio State 0. The Buckeyes took the opening kickoff right down the field but came up short on fourth and goal. The big play on the drive was a 42-yard pass from Julian Sain to Jeremiah Smith after an Ohio punt. The Buckeyes once again put on a drive, but this time settled for a 38-yard field goal by Jaden Fielding. They would force another OU punt and take a 3-0 lead into the quarter break. Smith had 4 catches for 66 yards in the quarter. What happened in the second quarter? Ohio State took over at its 35-yard line and drove all the way down to the Ohio 2-yard line before stalling out once again. Fielding came on and made his second field goal by the night, a 20-yard kick to put the Buckeyes in front 6-0. Now with its second string quarterback, OU got just one first down on its next drive before punting. The Buckeyes then went 77 yards on 8 plays and found the end zone for the first time as Sain hits Max Clare in the back of the end zone for a 16-yard score. The Buckeyes defense stepped up again and forced another punt with 2 minutes left in the half. On the third play of the ensuing drive, Sain's pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage and OU intercepted the deflection. The Bobcats would turn that into 44-yard field goal and the score was 13-3 Buckeyes at the half. What happened to this match? Okay, guys. Fresh off its first bye week of the season, Notre Dame football finds itself in a critical situation for its college football playoff resume and aspirations in week 3. While the college football season is just 3 weeks in, the number 8 ranked Fighting Irish are set to face their last ranked opponent of the season and as an independent can't rely on making it in conference champion. The opponent is number 17 Texas A&M. Texas A&M takes lead over Notre Dame with the game on the line. Nate Boer Kirchner comes up with the go-ahead 11-yard touchdown catch up. 11-yard touchdown catch on 4th and 11 to give Texas A&M the 41-40 lead over Notre Dame. Notre Dame will get the ball back with 13 seconds remaining. A costly extra point miscue by the fitting. This is already gone. One new update. Yeah, Texas A&M upset Notre Dame. Marcel Reed and number 16 Texas A&M took down CJ Carr and number 8 Notre Dame 40-40 in a high-scoring prime-time game Saturday. In a back-and-forth contest, the Aggies took their final lead with 11 seconds left on 4th down. 11-yard touchdown pass from Reed to tight end Nate Cricker. Reed completed 17 of 30 passes for 360 yards and 2 touchdowns and rushed for 37 yards, while Le'Veon Moss rushed for 3 touchdowns. Carr passed for 291 yards and a touchdown, while Jeremiah Love rushed for 94 yards and a touchdown, and Jadarian Price added 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. Texas A&M finished with 360 yards passing and 2 touchdowns against a defense that finished number 1 nationally in pass efficiency last season. Just hard to get your head around what's happened to this defense. Just 2 TFLs tonight and 1 sack. Less than 2 years ago, Mike Elko returned to College Station as head coach of a talented but perennially underachieving program. Underachieving no more. Here is Elko to NBC on the field at Notre Dame Stadium. Unbelievable. Marcel Reed, our 2 wide receivers, Mario and Casey, kept making plays. Nate Boerka makes an unbelievable play. We didn't play great, but we made all the plays we need to make the win the game. This is the next step. We are a 3-0 football team. We got a lot of big games left. That's what it's like playing in this league, but we had to go on the road at night and beat a ranked team, and we did that tonight. So this was like 41-40 final. Texas A&M 41-40 Notre Dame. Yeah, bro, this is the after my reaction. Kindly make sure to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.